Welcome, everyone, to Giddings, Texas, home of the Giddings Buffaloes. The Lions will be taking on the Cywood Wildcats in by-district play here shortly in the gym of the Giddings Buffaloes. The Lions finished in third place in District 13 6A, while the Wildcats finished in second in District 14 6A. And so that's how we ended up matched up with the Wildcats of Cywood. I'm here with Martin Cano. Martin, welcome to
Hello, Chuck.
Tonight's broadcast. We're having a little bit of sound issues, but we're going to continue to bring the broadcast to you. We apologize if it sounds a little modulated. I'm going to be monitoring the sound levels and try to keep those under control. Martin, we kind of had a little bit of a fade of the run. The Lions were kind of on a run there mid-district, and then we got into the last couple of games. We were in second place, but we were matched up against the other top two teams in the district. And we dropped one to Westwood, turned around, and then lost to a really, really good Vandergrift Viper team to close out regular season play. And then, of course, the Westwood Warriors had the opportunity to move right into second place, but it was the Hendrickson Hawks who finished with a couple of wins to grab that number 2 spot.
Hendrickson finished strong for the season. Like you had said all year long, very competitive district. It was a tough fight until the end. Always tough to have Vandergrift as the last game draw in the district.
And the Lions, you know, they had a bye week or a bye game where the rest of the teams in district played, and of course, you know, the Lions have to suffer that taste of that loss from Vandergrift a little bit longer than you would typically. You know, you get the opportunity to get back out on the court that next game usually and try to get that taste out of your mouth. This is where the Lions are going to have to do that here, and it's one and done if you don't.
Absolutely. Well, we're hoping that the bad taste in the mouth will spur them on to a quick start and playing some solid basketball. This team we're playing tonight, Chuck, Cypress Woods, they actually finished in a 3-way tie for second place. So they were also in a very competitive district. And those 3 teams were only 1 game out of first place. So very competitive as well.
Well, and you know, in a few of we didn't get a pregame interview with Coach today. He was too focused. But in the prior games, you know, even sometimes in the interview and sometimes pre or post interview, you know, he and I discussed this district at a fairly decent length, and he talked often about how he felt like we matched up with any team in this district. In fact, that the teams really look a lot like the Lions. But, you know, sometimes Leander doesn't always come out on fire and can struggle. And even in those games, they battled and won a lot of those.
Well, solid defense. We've played solid defense.
That's one thing that you it doesn't matter. You can always hustle defensively.
Yes, you can. And we have shown time and again that defense is our forte. And a couple of slow starts have created problems for us, but the solid defense has created opportunities and the ability to stay around, hang in a game, and maybe even take one.
Should be an exciting game. We're about 4 minutes away from the starting lineups and the anthem, which we'll bring those to you live as well. Right now the crowd mic's turned down. Don't want to have any music licensing issues. That's always an issue pregame at high school events. You know, the stadium PA generally has no regard for whether or not you know your broadcast has a license to play that hip-hop song or not.
Right, and they're playing quite a few of them here tonight to get started.
Well, and, you know, that's the way that it always is pregame. And, you know, looking at these two teams, I don't know enough about Cywood to make a real determination, but the Lions match up with them across the front line, at least height-wise. looks like Cywood may have a little bit more depth in those positions. But again, some of those bodies could have just been guys that got moved up from JV because it's playoff time.
Yeah, not knowing enough about them, we don't have their exact starting lineup at this point, but I think overall it looks like we match up pretty well with them from a size perspective.
Well, I'm going to go with Coach Bradley's expert opinion that, if we play our game, there's not a team in this district that we can't match up with. And so I think the Lions will have their opportunities tonight. We're going to cut away for a few minutes, Martin, and we'll be back for the anthem. Stay with us here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. A referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association. Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh,
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Giddens High School, where the Lions are taking on the Cywood Wildcats. We're getting ready to have the anthem here shortly. I just wanted to take a moment and read this UIL statement for you. Don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament, March 12th through 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. And we're getting ready here shortly to have the anthem. PA testing his mic. We'll turn it up.
And welcome to Giddings, Texas at Buffalo Gymnasium for tonight's
Hopefully the Lions can punch the ticket to San Antonio.
That would be good. Wildcats and the Leander Lions. We're going to begin by introducing the starting lineups for both teams. We will begin with our visitors from Leander. A 6'4" senior, number 0, Zach Meyer. A 6'1" senior, number 10, Michael Sickle. A 5'11" junior, number 11, Sean Colbert. A 6'7" sophomore, number 31, Chris Luth.
Luth getting the start.
And a 6'6" junior, number 35, Noah.
Except for that wasn't Luth, was it? Brandon Puckett playing forward instead. Coach messing with the other team, I guess.
He grew. He grew.
A 6'2" senior, number 2, Armando Pada. A 6'3" junior, number 5, Damian Watson. A 6'1" junior, number 11, Trevor Passmore. A 6'2" junior, number 15, Pierce Matthews. And a 6'5" junior, number 33, Jared Viesca. Head coach Chris Joe, assistants are Jason Levins, Myra T, Jason Riley, and Ken Lane. At this time, will everyone please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get underway here shortly. I want to take a real quick moment to mention the Booster Club sponsors making broadcasts possible all season long at the bronze level. Sisk Rob Incorporated. They sponsor bradysbridge.org, as you see on the scoreboard. Visit Sisk Rob at sisk-robb.com. Bronze sponsors are Malik & Company at 512-587-9127. Linton Dental at 512-918-8300. And, of course, Amy Maddox with Allstate at 512-257-1753. What's he saying?
Oh,
Is he talking to us?
he said something about a warm-up.
Oh, I got you. Oh, they're shooting for something. I don't know what it is. He tried to tell us, but I didn't understand what
Called
he said.
some kind of, called a tech.
There's a technical foul to start the game. So now it is 2-0 here early.
33 White's what he said.
33 White. And so we're underway here after a quick technical foul. Robledo has the basketball for the Lions and works it over to Loof, top of the key. Loof swings around to Sickles and back over to Meyer. Colbert has the ball in the corner now. Lions swinging it around the arc. Sickles handling the ball. They get to Robledo on the block. Despite 3 defenders, he's able to get a shot up. Shot no good, and Loof with the rebound. And we have a whistle as well as Loof is fouled.
33 again, Chuck.
So it's foul number 2 against Viesca. Jared Viesca, 6'5", junior for the Wildcats. Score still 2-0, 7:34 remaining here in the first period. Robledo inbounds to Colbert in the corner. They try to get it back to Robledo on the block. It's tipped away. Cy Woods definitely watched some film as they're coming down on Robledo hard with 3 defenders.
They collapsed.
Anytime he gets the ball down low.
They collapsed on him fast.
Yeah, that's definitely their game plan. They're going to try to make another line beat them. Robledo waiting for the inbound from Colbert. Colbert gets it to Sickles. Sickles fakes his shot, dribbles into the baseline, hits a jumper on the baseline, and it's 4-0. Sickles has all 4 points.
Nice shot, nice shot. Good jumper.
Watson handling the basketball now. He'll pass it over to Passmore. I wonder if Passmore passes a lot. Wildcats working it around. I'm terrible with my jokes, Martin. Parra with the basketball, swings it over to Watson. He'll drive in. He'll kick it out to Parra.
Oh.
His pass is blocked
Sickles. Sickles.
Sickles doesn't want this to be his last game.
He does not. He has started like this is not going to be the last game.
We needed somebody to start hot, and so far it's been Michael Sickles. Wildcats inbound the basketball. Matthews with the ball, passes over to Watson. Watson works it over to Passmore, and the Wildcats continue to weave and work it around the arc. Watson drives off the glass, and he's good. 4-2 score. Lions work it back this way. It's going to be out of bounds. We have a turnover of some kind. I didn't see what happened.
It was Sickles. I couldn't tell exactly.
Watson handling the basketball now for the Wildcats. Dribbles into the near court. Hands off to Matthews. He'll give it to Passmore. He passes down low. And we have a layup by DeBruin. It's a 4-4 game now. Colbert with the basketball for the Lions. Over to Puckett. He'll get it to Robledo. Robledo drives baseline. He'll kick it out. Poked away by Matthews. Matthews drives the lane. Puckett makes sure there's no easy layup as he comes across Matthews' arms, and they'll send Matthews to the line.
Cy Woods playing a very up-tempo game.
Well, the Lions are going to have to match this tempo or be able to at least handle it at a slower pace. 6:07 on the clock. Matthews misses the first of his 2 free throw attempts. He lines up the second here. Shots up, and that one's good. And that'll be the first lead for the Wildcats. 5-4, 6:05 on the clock. Colbert gets it over to Sickles here in the corner. Meyer with the basketball now to Colbert. Colbert gets a Sickles, top of the key. Fakes a 3, dribbles in and drains another jumper. Sickles with all 6 line points. We have a quick whistle. Not sure what that was for. 5:46, Watson with the basketball for the Wildcats. Got a shot from Paramore for 3, out, in and out, no good, loose ball. Paramore gets it, he's unable to save it. Lion basketball with 5:36 on the clock.
Cy Woods wasted no time getting down there and taking a shot.
They're not afraid to shoot, are they, Martin?
They are not.
Colbert with the basketball now, dribbles into the near court, guarded by Watson. Pass over to Meyer. Meyer gets it to Robledo in the corner. Aggressive defense by Para. Lions working around. Sickles with the basketball on right wing right now, 5:18. Pass over to Meyer. They'll get it to Colbert. Dribbles baseline, shot up off the side of the backboard. No good. Watson with the rebound.
That was a tough
Passes
shot.
over to Martinez. Back to Watson. 5 minutes left. Pass over to Passmore. Then Para. Back over to Watson. Top of the key, 4:50 in the first period. Matthews with the basketball. Pass to Watson. Watson goes baseline. Passes across court to Para. Has to save it to Matthews. He drives in, gets a pass to Watson in the lane. Shot no good. Tipped out. Paramore with the basketball. Pass to Matthews. Blocked by Meyer off the glass. Rebound by Matthews. He goes back up. He's fouled.
That was a good series right there until the foul.
Good intensity by both clubs. 4:27 remaining here in the first period.
Really,
Matthews at the line.
really fast game.
He'll fire up the first, and he'll make it, and that'll tie the score at 6. Lions will substitute Youngblood into the ball game. Matthew will line up the second free throw attempt. It's up, and it's good. And the Lions and the Wildcats are trading leads right now here early. 4:25 on the clock here in the first. Colbert with the basketball. Passes to Youngblood, hands to Sickles. Sickles directing traffic. Pass stolen by Watson. And he jams it down for a 9-6 score. Youngblood with the basketball coming the other way for the Lions. Their timeout call.
That definitely got them rolling on their side.
The crowd went crazy, you know. A lot of times all you need is a jam like that. And Sickles with a hot hand, maybe he should have shot on that one, but he tried to pass it, and Watson got in that passing lane, and Sickles tried to get out in front of him, but Watson a little bit too fast.
Just a little too athletic. It was a good steal and a really good finish.
Good quickness, he threw it down, so. And so the Cy Wood crowd is getting rowdy. They lead now 9-6 here in the first period with 4:02. Lions with the basketball. Colbert passes to Sickles in the near court. He's guarded by Passmore. Meyer works it over to Youngblood. Youngblood back to Sickles. Sickles driving in. Pass over to the corner where Colbert has it. Then to Robledo, three-pointer. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound Meyer. Back out to Youngblood. Lions reset. Pass over to Colbert, then to Sickles. 3:30 on the clock. They get to Robledo on the block. He'll kick it out to Colbert. Then the corner to Youngblood. They get it to Robledo in the lane. We're going to have a foul call against Armando Para.
Cy Woods playing very aggressive defense.
They got a lot of players, so, you know, they have fouls to give.
Yes.
3 team fouls apiece. Colbert to inbound. Gets it to Sickles, stolen. Martinez with the basketball. Pass over to Watson. Watson driving the lane. Misses the putback on his missed shot. Robledo coming the other way. Cy Woods with the defense. Robledo able to get a shot up. Misses, gets his own rebound, puts it back. 9-8. Watson slows it up for the Wildcats a little bit. 2:55. I'm going to be hoarse after tonight.
That was some great hustle by Robledo.
Matthew with the basketball, works it around for the Wildcats. They try to get it to Passmore on the block, guarded by Youngblood. They'll get it into the lane to DeBruin, guarded by Meyer. They get it to Cutting Matthew, and we're going to have an out of bounds as his foot stepped on the line before he could get that pass off. Great job by Meyer down low for the Lions. 2:35 on the clock.
Cy Woods is continually subbing.
Yeah, they've got a lot of players on that bench to move in and out. Lions sticking with their main 5 plus Youngblood right now. Robledo with the basketball in the lane. His shot is blocked by Watson, and he'll get a slam dunk on the other end. 11-8, 2-12. Robledo wanted a foul on that. Didn't get the call. Youngblood with the basketball, works it over to Robledo, guarded by Watson. Robledo has the ball stolen by Martinez from behind, and his shot is blocked by Robledo, but they're going to call a foul on Noah.
That was tough. We got to handle the ball a little better.
1:55 on the clock, 11-8 the score. Daniel Martinez at the line for a couple of shots here. First shot is up. He rattles it in for a 12-8 score. Martinez's second free throw is up. No good. Rebound to Sickles. He'll get it over to Colbert, and the Lions will have it in the near court. And they'll work it around the arc. Loof passes over to Colbert on right wing. Colbert's fouled by Daniel Martinez as he tries to dribble baseline. Lions will have it on the baseline to inbound. It'll be the 4th team foul against the Wildcats, and they'll substitute a player in. DeBruin out, Matthews in. Inbound to Loof, then back to Colbert. Colbert picks up his dribble, gets it to Sickles. 1:34 on the clock. Sickles to Colbert. Guarded by Martinez. Colbert dribbles in, pulls up. Jumper from the free throw line is no good. Rebound to Watson. 1:20 on the clock. Wildcats looking to try to push this lead out to close the first period. Deep three from Passmore is no good. Rebound is to Meyer. There was quite a battle for that loose ball.
That was a tough one.
Going back the other way, Watson with a steal for the Wildcats. Dribbles into the near court. We're under a minute. Pass over to Passmore, back to Martinez, then Matthews, now Watson. Passmore with the basketball now, right wing. And they swing it around to Matthews in the left corner, and then back out to Watson at the top of the key to reset. We're at 30 seconds. They're playing for that last shot. Youngblood kind of coming out on him, not forcing the count. We're down to about 15 seconds. Watson just dribbling out near midcourt. Down to 10 seconds. Pass over to Martinez. Guarded by Sickles. They work it over to Matthews. We're down to 5 seconds. Passmore, then Matthews. He'll get a three off. It's no good. Rebound Loof. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Score will be 12-8 as we head into the second stanza here.
Very fast pace, very fast pace. Even though the score is only 12-8, it was up and down the court.
You know, 12-8's a fairly high-scoring period for a Lion game.
Yes, it is.
Especially that first period. You know, the Lions will typically add a lot of points a little bit later, and hopefully they'll pick it up here in the second period. They need to have somebody start making some shots besides Michael Sickles.
Yeah, we got to have a few more shots, but we can get Robledo in a rhythm. We can make a few shots.
The Wildcats are obviously focused on Robledo. We've seen several times when Robledo gets his hands on the ball, the defense collapses. He's got to find the open man.
Yes. Got to
and
pass
then they
the
have
ball.
to hit that shot.
Got to pass the ball. Somebody's got to open shots. You got to take it. You got to trust your teammates.
So we're getting ready to get underway here in the second period. Want to real quick mention that if don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament March 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. Lions will inbound to open the period. They're going to say no. Wildcats will inbound to open the period, and they'll get that straightened out. Watson with the basketball for the Wildcats. Pass to Matthews, and he'll work it over to Para, and they'll work it around the arc, looking for a soft spot. They'll get it on the block, then back out. That's Cormier on the block there for the Wildcats. He's got a little bit of body, not a lot of height, but they get a give and go to Matthew, and he's able to lay it up. 14-8.
That was a good inside play by Cy
Well,
Wood.
you see why Cormier's in there. It's an inside passer. Youngblood will swing it over to Loof, and they'll get it to Robledo on the block, and he's pushed from behind as he goes up to catch the pass from Loof, and that foul's going to go against Armando Para. Be the fifth team foul against the Wildcats, and the Lions working towards that bonus. Inbound to Sickles. They try to get it to Robledo on the block. His initial shot was blocked, but Loof got the pass, the rebound back to him, and then his shot was blocked as he's fouled, so he'll go to the line with 7-13. And here you got to make these. You got to make them count here at the line.
We're only one out of going into the 1-1.
Knocks down the first one. 14-9 the score now. Robledo looking to push the Lions into double digits here with the second free throw. Shots up, and he does so. Para will inbound to Watson, 7:12 on the clock. Watson will work into the near court, pass back to Para, and they'll continue to work around the arc. Para with the basketball, hands to Martinez, 6:54. Pass to Matthews on right wing. He fakes the shot, drives the lane. We're going to have a foul call away from the basketball. Oh, no, they're going to call it on Robledo.
It was on Robledo.
That'll be the fifth team foul against the Lions. It'll be Robledo's second foul. Watson to inbound for the Wildcats. Gets it to Para. And the Wildcats work it back around to Watson on left wing. They work it back around to right wing. Now they're in the corner with Martinez. They get it down low. Cormier kicks it back out to Watson. He's in the lane. And we have a charge. Great defense by Robledo. Hopefully that'll get him going on the offensive end.
Hopefully. Need a little something to fire us up. That was great defense. Held his position.
Yeah, the Cy Wood crowd's not real happy with it, but that's the seventh team foul against the Wildcats, so the Lions will be in the bonus as we move forward here. Sickles in his second role as the sweat mopper-upper.
He's been that all
I
season.
know. He's good at it, you know. He's deadly with the jump shot, too. 6:30. Colbert with the basketball in the near court for the Lions. Guarded by Martinez. He'll pass over to Loof. Loof will hand to Youngblood coming back the other way. Youngblood near the top of key. Passes to Colbert. Colbert will dribble to the corner and hand to Sickles. Sickles gets it to Colbert on the baseline. And nice layup. Good give and go there from Sickles and Colbert.
Nice.
6 minutes.
Nice connection. Good layup. That was a contested layup.
Wildcats working it around the arc. Parra tries to drive into the lane, picks up his dribble, kicks back out to Watson. 5:40 on the clock. Pass to Matthews, then Martinez. You can hear the line faithful with the D up chant. Wildcats having to slow it back up. Reset with 5:24 on the clock. Pass to Matthew on left wing. He'll work it around to Martinez. Back to Watson, left wing. Wildcats just working around the arc. Lions willing to let them take a three. They haven't shown any deadly accuracy to this point. And so the Lions are more than happy to let them shoot a three.
Absolutely. Little communication problem out there with Cy Woods.
They continue to work it around. The Wildcats, 4:50 on the clock. And they get Matthew cutting backside. His shot blocked by big Chris Loof.
That was a big two-handed back in your face.
He almost wanted to grab it, but he was like, I got to block it. Great job by the sophomore.
Very good
on the
defense.
block. Wildcat basketball now. To inbound from the baseline will be Watson. Damian Watson will get it all the way to Matthews. He'll work it over to Passmore. And then DeBruin dribbles across the lane, pass to Matthews. Three-pointer is good. 17-12 the score now. Colbert in the near court, passes to Puckett. Robledo fakes left, goes baseline. Defense able to stop his momentum. Passes to Puckett, and they work it around to Colbert. Back to Puckett in the lane. He wasn't quite ready for that pass. He's able to get it. They try to work it into Loof, and we have a foul on Parra away from the basketball. That'll put the Lions on the line.
Might put Loof up there for front end of a 1-and-1.
And Loof been working on his free throws, from what I can tell, during the pregame warm-ups. We'll have an opportunity here to cut into this Wildcat lead with about 4:09 left in the half. First free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Puckett, though. Back up, and the putback is good. We'll take that. 17-14, 4:02 remains.
Nice rebound and putback by Puckett.
Watson with the basketball for the Wildcats. Passes to Passmore, back to Watson. And they'll kick back to Passmore. And they pass it over to Matthews with the basketball now. Then Watson as they slow it back up again. 3:33, Sickles coming out to defend Watson. Pass to Passmore, back out to Watson. They work it around to Kraft. Kraft passes over to Matthew, then Passmore. He'll hand it back to Watson. They go cross court to Matthews for a three from left corner, no good. Rebound, DeBruin. He is loose ball, grabbed by the Lions. They're going to say it's Wildcat basketball.
Ooh.
Sickles arguing the call, saying it went off a Wildcat. But the officials say no.
That was a big jumble of bodies over there.
There's a lot of hustle on both squads here.
Yes, sir.
Both teams really wanting this game.
That was really difficult for us to see down there from over here.
Yeah, we're down. If you're listening in, we're typically in the bleachers. We get a nice mid-court view. We're down in the corner here on the floor. We're getting some video for highlight clips, but unable to broadcast that due to UIL rules. Kraft with the basketball for the Wildcats. He gets it over to DeBruin. Then Passmore. Watson goes baseline. Kicks it out. Kraft hits a three-pointer. 20-14 now the score. 2:40 on the clock. Colbert with the basketball for Leander. He'll pass to Loof, then to Puckett. They'll get it in the lane to Robledo. He'll spin. Shot up and good. Nice. You need to see him heat up like that.
Solid move. Solid spin move up and in.
I saw a lot of confidence in that move. 2:20 on the clock. Kraft with the basketball for the Wildcats. He'll pass to Passmore. He'll pass to Matthews. Back to Kraft in the corner. Over to Watson. Then to Bruin. Back to Passmore. They work it around. Jump shot by Passmore. Rattles in and out. 22-16 now the score. Colbert to Robledo. Puckett with a three. No good. It's going to go to Cy Fair out of bounds with 1:45. That three-pointer was online. It just rattled out.
It did. It did.
Could have used it, but, you know, just don't get too far down. Play a little defense here. 22-16. You're only down 6, 1:45 remaining here in the half. We're here in Giddings, Texas.
Good time for a stop right here.
Watson with the basketball for the Wildcats. Dribbling in the near court, waiting, getting some instruction from his coaching staff. Head coach Chris Drought. Matthews drives baseline. Loof says no, sir. And Matthews takes a couple of elbows across the face.
Yeah, he knew that there was someone there when he went under the basket.
So that's foul number 6 against the Lions. And so the Wildcats will have it to inbound on the baseline. Watson will do the honors, and he'll get it to Passmore across the court. 1:18 and counting. Sickles guarding Passmore, pass to Kraft. They'll work it over to Matthews. Passmore to Watson. Watson dribbles back out. 1:04 remaining in the half. Kraft pass to Matthews, three-pointer. No good. Rebound Sickles. Under a minute. He'll get it over to Colbert. Dribbling into the near court with 51 seconds. He backs out. Pass to Meyer. Then Youngblood. 45 seconds. Loof, top of the key. Then Sickles. Left wing. Over in the corner. Back to Sickles. Three-pointer from left wing. You heard the crowd. 22-19.
Nice shot. Sickles has been really solid in the first
Good rhythm
half.
from that pass and shoot. 21 seconds remain. Watson with the basketball down to 16 seconds. Matthews baseline. Passes to DeBruin. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Sickles. 6 seconds on the clock. He's in the near court. Driving. They get it to Colbert. He's on the. Are they going to say that's the half?
That's the half.
That's the half. 22-19. The Lions able to cut it to 3. We'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned to SHN Sports, your home for Lion basketball and Lion postseason basketball. Stay with us. For Martin Kano, I'm Chuck Tracy. We'll be right back.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association. Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh,
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports is not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association. Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Giddens High School, where the Lions trail their by-district opponent, the Cywood Wildcats, by a score of 22-19. We're getting ready to get underway here in the second half. I just want to make sure I get these sound levels right here. And want to also send this message. Don't miss the UIL basketball, boys basketball state tournament. It's March 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available at to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. And we are underway here. Lions with the basketball. Colbert handling the rock at the moment. They get it in the paint to Puckett, and his shot's no good. Rebound goes to the Wildcats, and they work the other direction. Passmore passes to Watson. They work it around. Passmore from the right corner, just inside the arc, no good. Rebound Puckett. Lions work it the other way. Sickles with the basketball, 7:20 here in the third. Pass to Puckett, top of the key. Over to Colbert. Back to Puckett. Lions working it around the arc here with 7:12, trailing by 3. Robledo with the basketball left wing, over to Meyer, top of the key. Back to Puckett. Puckett cross court to Colbert, then to Meyer. Shot, no good. Rebound Sickles, misses. Got his own rebound, missed again.
Good hustle by Sickles. Good hustle. Just couldn't quite get it in the rim there, get it in the goal.
The rebound goes back to the Wildcats, and they work it in the near court. Matthews probes the baseline, pass out to Watson. Across the lane, pass to Passmore in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Puckett. 6:32. Colbert with the basketball for the Lions. They work it around to Robledo. He probes the baseline, pulls up. Jumper, no good. In and out. Rebound to Vieska of the Wildcats. Passmore passes to Matthew in the lane for the bucket. 24-19. Colbert with the basketball now for the Lions. Pass to Robledo, three-pointer up. No good. Rebound Sickles. Passes to Colbert. His pass tipped. They're going to say it was off a line, though. Unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Watson with the basketball. Dribbling into the near court for the Wildcats. He's into the lane, gets it to Vieska on the block. His shot no good. Good block out by Meyer. Puckett with the rebound. Colbert with the basketball in the near court. 5:35. Lions trail by 5. Hand off to Robledo. His shot forced to pass to Sickles. Then to Puckett. Puckett drives, spins, gets it to Colbert, who drives the lane. And it looked like he was trying to pass it to somebody, but there was nobody there. Out of bounds baseline.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
5:19 remains here in the third period. Wildcats with the basketball. Watson handling the ball. Passes over to Para. Back to Watson, back to Para. They try to work the right side. Kano guarding Watson. We're going to have a whistle. They're going to get Kano for a foul. Good job there to protect the block by the sophomore.
Not going to let him get in there and have an easy basket.
No, you can't. Not Watson. 5 minutes remaining in the third. Watson to inbound for the Wildcats. He gets it over to Passmore. He'll swing it around to Para. And they get it over to Matthews in the right corner. He drives across the lane, and he'll get called for a travel as he comes across the lane. He complaining to the referee saying that Robledo put a forearm on him, but there's been a lot of that forearming going around. He's got to play through it.
It's been a pretty physical game.
Sickles inbounds.
Nothing's coming easy.
Colbert pass to Puckett, then hand off to Sickles. Over to Colbert, left wing. 4:40. Colbert goes baseline. Kicks it out. Pass stolen by Passmore. 4:35. He dribbles into the near court, passes to Para. Back to Passmore. Back to Para. Three-pointer. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound Matthews. Stolen by Meyer. Great job on the block there.
Nice defense
by the senior, Zach Meyer. Colbert with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, passes to Robledo. On left wing, 4:11. Robledo starts his dribble, goes baseline. He's fouled by Watson.
Strong move to the inside.
Yeah, you got to have that confidence. You like to see that. Actually, they're going to call the foul against Matthews. Pierce Matthews is the foul. That's his second. Both teams with one team foul. 4:07 remains here in the third. First free throw is good from Robledo to cut the lead to 4. Loof in for Meyer. Lions going to get a little bit more height on the block there with Loof. Robledo lining up the second. Rattles it in. 3-point game. Wildcat basketball. Watson handling the ball, 4:02 on the clock. Works it to Para, then Passmore. Matthews, then back to Watson, 3:53. Wildcats working it around the arc. Matthews gets it to Para in the corner. He tries to go baseline. Pass inside to Vieska, and it was a good pass. And we have an injury on the baseline. So it's a 26-21 score, 3:40. And they're going to send Para off. He jumped up like he wanted to keep playing, but the referees say no, sir. And Martinez comes in for Para. Sickles over to Colbert.
He was feeling that. I didn't see exactly what happened.
Yeah, he had pretty loud yell there. Probably banged his knee on the court. Robledo has the ball stolen. The loose ball is picked up by Watson. He gets it up to Passmore, and they're going to get a foul on Colbert and a layup by Passmore. That was a ticky-tack foul, too. Probably should have laid off of that one.
Yeah, he had an open line to the basket.
Probably shouldn't have made that call, but is what it is.
It is.
So Passmore will line up and try to get a traditional three-point play, and does. Lions down 8 now here in the third period with 3:18. Colbert handling the rock for the Lions. Guarded by Martinez. Dribbles to his left. Hands to Robledo. Three-pointer no good. Rebound Passmore. Passes over to Watson with 3 minutes. Watson driving the lane. Hands to Viesca. And Robledo got a piece of it, but he knocked it in. So 31-21, timeout Lions.
He blocked it into the backboard, and then it went into the goal.
2:53 remaining. Real quick, want to do the announcement for the UIL. Don't miss UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament, March 12th through 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, online, visit UIL Texas. That's UILTEXAS.org. And hopefully the Lions will get through this round and make a run to that tourney there in San Antonio.
Cywood just had a really quick 7-0 run.
And you know, they play with that pace, and the Lions, a slower pace, can't allow this lead to get extended too much more, because anytime the Lions have been in trouble, it's been when they were down and having to take a lot of three-pointers and not able to work the ball around for their solid shots. So
and we have had some shots, they're just not dropping.
Lions will have the basketball. Colbert receives the inbound from Sickles. 2:50. Colbert back to Sickles, then to Loof. Loof gets it over to Puckett, then back to Sickles at the top of the key. Pass to Colbert on the right wing. They'll get it to Loof on a give and go. Loof is the turnaround. Nice shot from the big man. One-handed spinning runner.
He turned around and just put it right in. Need a little defense here.
Wildcats working. They're going to get a double dribble call against Martinez. And the Lions need some turnovers. They'll take them. 2:15 remaining here in the third. Sickles to inbound near the Wildcat bench. He'll inbound to Colbert. Colbert will dribble into the near court, pass back to Sickles. They work it down to Robledo on the block. Poked away, and there's a foul call against Martinez.
Every time Robledo has the ball, they collapse on him.
And you notice when he came down with that pass, the ball came down, and that's when Martinez went for it. Inbound to Robledo, and he knocks down a two-pointer from about 16 feet.
Nice, smooth shot.
Yeah, you like to see him catch and shoot like that. Matthews with the basketball for the Wildcats. Pass to Martinez, then Watson. They get it down to Viesca on the block. Loof there defensively. Rebound Matthews on the missed shot. He's fouled. Let's see, they're going to call it on Loof.
Loof was there. He just couldn't quite get the ball.
That'll be the third team foul against the Lions. The second foul against Chris Loof. 1:36 on the clock. Matthews at the line. First free throw is good. 32-25. Matthews extends the Wildcat lead to 7. Still got a whole quarter and some to go, though. Plenty of time for the Lions to battle back. Matthews lining up the second free throw. His shot is up. No good. Loose ball corralled by Puckett. 133. Colbert with the basketball now for the Lions. Pass to Puckett, then Robledo on left wing. Robledo goes baseline, kicks it out to Loof. Jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Puckett rebound. Passes out to Colbert. Back to Puckett, then Robledo. 1:14 on the clock. Loof gets it down to Puckett on the block, and he's fouled by Martinez. And Martinez got a finger to the eye as well. 109.
Good ball movement by the Lions.
For sure. So the Lions will have it to inbound on the baseline. Colbert to do the honors. 109 on the clock to Robledo.
Oh,
he could have dunked it, but he just popped it in. 32-27, 5-point game.
Nice inbound alley-oop pass.
Watson with the basketball in the near court. Just kind of waiting. Going to play for the last shot here. And then finally get some movement from the Wildcat offense, but they move and set again. Watson looking for instruction from Coach Drop. He'll pass to Parra, then back out to Watson. They work it back over to Watson, then the corner to Passmore. He'll kick it to the other corner, and they work it back to Watson, right wing. We're down to 18 seconds. We got a backcourt violation by Watson. Good defense from Robledo.
Very good defense. Robledo was right there on him. Good defense by the Lions that whole series there.
Excellent work. Colbert dribbling into the near court. The pass to Puckett, then back to Colbert. He'll drive across the lane. We're going to have, he step on the line?
Called an offensive foul.
He got a forearm up, I guess. 32-27, 7 seconds remaining. Watson with the basketball, dribbling quickly into the near court. Could have had a carry there, no. Three-pointer, no good. That shot from De Bruin, and we'll go to the fourth. And the Lions unable to cut into that three-point halftime lead, but despite allowing it to go out to 10, they've got it back down to 5.
Still in it, still in it.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes of basketball to go.
We've had several chances to tighten it up. I expect the same in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would expect this to tighten up, and we'll see if the officials just let them go or if they continue to try to call some of them forearms and reach-ins. We'll see. It's been a pretty brutal game to this point.
The officials have let them play for the most part, and
Right.
It's been pretty consistent with both teams.
I agree. There's just been a few, where'd that one come from?
Right.
Because, if you're fully consistent, then there's a couple of calls that probably shouldn't have been made, but still they were legitimate calls regardless.
Well, let's see if we can have a little fourth quarter magic. Our fourth quarters have been pretty good this year.
We'll see. Somebody needs to heat it up, though, and get some rebounds defensively, and hope that the Wildcats cool down a little bit because they have been playing pretty hot offensively despite very aggressive defense from Leander. Parra will inbound. He'll get it to Woods. Or Watson, rather. Wildcats set their offense, pass to Passmore. He goes baseline to Parra in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Parra able to get a rebound. That shot no good. Out of bounds off Leander on the baseline. Watson will inbound for the Wildcats. Tosses it to DeBruin, then back to Watson. .7:22 on the clock. Watson just dribbling near midcourt. He will pass to Passmore. Drives into the arc, across the lane. Good block from Loof.
Very good
the
block.
shot by DeBruin, and Robledo going the other way with a loose ball in the lane. His shot blocked, out of bounds on the baseline off the Wildcats. Leander basketball. 7:03 on the clock. Couple of substitutions coming in for the Wildcats. Matthews and Vieska into the game for DeBruin. Inbound to Robledo with 7 minutes. Pass stolen by Passmore. Robledo with a block, saves it to Loof. Then to Sickles. Lions reset, 6:45.
That was very good transition defense.
Had to. Couldn't let them extend that lead. Colbert with the basketball. Has to pick up his dribble, gets it to Puckett. Puckett drives. Off the glass, no good. There's a foul called, though. And that's going to be on Matthews. That's the fourth team foul against the Wildcats.
That was a strong move to the inside.
And Matthews' third foul. Yep. Puckett can do that, and he should do that. Got to make these free throws, though. You got to make it count when you go to the rack like that. Lines up the first. No good. Still a 5-point game. Puckett lines up the second free throw. It's no good. Rebound Robledo, and he's fouled on the putback attempt, so he'll go to the line. And that is also against Matthews. So that'll be his fourth foul.
That was good hustle getting that ball on that missed free
Good
throw.
positioning. And, you know, that's good because Matthews has been quite a pest to the Lions.
He's
tonight.
hit a few shots.
Like to see him sit down for a little while. 6:32. Robledo makes the front end. 4-point game. Matthews will come out, and Martinez will take his spot. Robledo, second free throw. No good. We got a foul call from the scorer's table on Puckett. It's a 4-point game. 6:32 remains. Wildcat basketball. Watson handling the ball in the backcourt. He'll pass over to Parra, then Martinez. And they'll throw it out of bounds. Lion basketball.
Good defense. Good defense.
Yeah, and we need that. You know, we need to take advantage of these turnovers.
It's a good opportunity. Good opportunity.
You know, possession arrow is with the Wildcats, so got to take advantage of every possession. Lions working it around the arc. Sickles in the paint. Shot blocked. Colbert grabs the loose ball. Pass to Sickles. He'll work it over to Puckett. We're under 6 minutes. Colbert with the basketball on right wing. He'll get it over to Loof. Back over to Colbert. 5:45. Puckett with the basketball. Then Robledo. Jumper. No good. Rebound Loof. Back up. Off the glass. Good. 2-point ball game.
Strong rebound. Great putback.
Great job by the sophomore. 5:29. Wildcats with the basketball. Kraft passes over to Watson. Then to Para. Then Watson. Cross court to Kraft. Three-pointer. In and out, no good. Off of Puckett.
Good hustle by Puckett, though. He saved a rebound and a possible putback.
Yeah, Vieska had a putback on in his mind, but Puckett was able to get a piece of it, knock it out. Vieska with the basketball on the inbound. Gets it to Watson. Back to Vieska on the block. They're going to get Loof with a foul. He's got his hands on his...
He's letting him know he's there.
Yeah. Well, you know, those saddlebags sometimes, they're easy to grab. And that's what Loof was doing. Well, they get a Passmore three-pointer in the corner, no good. Rebound, Robledo. Good jump there from Robledo, showing great athleticism. 4:54. They work it in the corner to Puckett. Back to Robledo. Loose ball is off of the Lions. Robledo can't believe it. 4:48 left. 2-point ball game. Wildcat basketball.
Wow.
It's going to go down to the wire, brother. Watson with the basketball. 4:44. Might be the last team with the ball to win.
It might be. Very exciting.
Watson taking his time, dribbling to the right. Shot blocked by Colbert.
Nice block by Colbert.
Colbert showing he's got a little bit of ups. That's both teams with 5 team fouls. Timeout.
We've clawed our way back.
Down by 2. 4:28. Let's run us a UIL ad and we'll be right back.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
And we're back. Ready to get the last 4:28 off of this game clock and see who comes out on top. Wildcats to inbound baseline. Kraft with the basketball. Gets it to Watson. He'll dribble out near the scorer's table. Pass to Passmore. Then Kraft back over to Watson. Wildcats working a weave right now. Trying to get an opening towards the basket. Clock down to 4:12. Kraft almost had a lane. Robledo able to cut it off. Watson with the basketball now down to 4 minutes. They continue to weave from the outside. Lions continue to play defense. 3:47 on the clock. Just running clock down right now. I think Coach Drott thinks, you know what, if it's going to go to the last shot, let's get there.
Absolutely.
Watson holding the basketball now with 3:30. Crowd getting into it a little bit, booing him. Para with the basketball now, and they work it back over. 3:20 on the clock. They worked a good 2 minutes off in this possession. 2-point ball game. Watson with the basketball. Poked away by Sickles, out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball with 3:07 on the baseline. We may have another timeout. No, we're going to get a substitution. As Matthews with 4 fouls will come back in for the Wildcats. I'd go right at him defensively if you get the ball.
He's been a go-to guy for them.
Well, he's back in so he can get a shot, I bet. Passmore gets the inbound. They swing it over to Matthews. He'll get it over to Parra, guarded by Puckett. Watson with the basketball now, poked away by Sickles. And it was poked away, but then it was off Passmore's hands.
Off his hands. Great defense by Sickles.
So
Great
Lions
defense.
will have the basketball down to 2:56 on the clock. Colbert over to Sickles, then Robledo. They work it over to Puckett, then Colbert, then Sickles. Three-pointer is good from the corner.
Great
Lions
shot.
take the lead.
Great shot.
Watson with the basketball, 2:34, timeout Wildcats, and the Lions are going crazy. Lion faithful are rabid at the moment.
I'm speechless.
It's a blast. You knew they could battle back, and here we are.
Absolutely.
A big three-pointer from Sickles. He started the game on fire, cooled down a little bit, and here he is late. He does not want this to be his last high school basketball game.
He does not. He solid defense to help get the turnover, and then the three-pointer to take the lead. Our defense has really kept us in this game.
They have, and you know, that's really what Coach Bradley kind of hangs his pride on is the offense generated from that defense.
Yes.
And, you know, you play good defense consistently, you're going to be in every ball game. And we've seen that from the Lions. And the only time they've fallen behind significantly is when they're down 8 or 10 in the fourth and they're firing up threes and trying to rally back. And so,
I don't expect Cy Woods to come out and hold the ball for any length of time. I expect them to try to make some offense.
Yep.
First half, they were a solid up-tempo game. The second half has really slowed down.
They have. And we're about to get back underway here. Final 2:32. Armando Parra inbounds to Watson. Watson dribbles into the near court, passes to Passmore. And the Wildcats start their weave again. They get it on the block to Viesca. And we're going to have a travel against Viesca. Great defense by Chris Loof.
Great defense by the sophomore.
He bodied up, and then when he saw Viesca was going to body him back, he backed up, and Viesca fell down and got called for the travel. Lions with the basketball, 2:12. Sickles gets it into the near court, poked away by the Wildcats. They have the loose ball. Watson handling it now. Over to Parra, then to Watson. 2 minutes. And they call Oklahoma, whatever that is, 150. They work it down to Viesca on the block. He loses it. Picked up by Martinez, or that's
Good.
Parra.
Solid defense.
And then we
Solid
had a
defense.
timeout called by the Wildcats. Let's get another UIL ad. We'll be right back. SHN Sports.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate,
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
and he's my son.
Wow.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Giddens High School as we got the final 1 minute 44 left. Lions hanging on to a 1-point lead. They were down by as many as 10 in the third period. Parra to inbound for the Wildcats. Gets it into Watson. Clock spinning at 1:39. Wildcats taking their time. Parra with the basketball. The coach is angry. Drott is angry as he calls timeout. Comes out onto the floor.
He did not like whatever they were doing there and whatever was going on.
I was afraid.
He was not happy, and he's not happy in the huddle.
Yeah, he knows the seriousness here. It's 1:31 on the clock. The Lions lead by a point. Now they're either going to play for that last shot, or that, which is very risky, in my opinion.
My son.
Yeah, I may start back to biting my nails. I had beaten that habit, and I have beaten that habit, but a few of these might not be able to maintain that.
Shout out to our fans out there who are following the game on the audio stream.
Yeah, too bad you couldn't make it. It's been a whale of a ball game.
It is exciting game.
Reminded me of a Pistons Celtics 80s matchup. Cy Woods with the basketball over to Parra. They work it around to Watson in the lane. Kick it out to Parra. Fakes a three, drives in. They try to get to Vieska on the block. They're going to have a tie-up jump ball. The referees have a discussion. They're not going to say it's a jump ball. It's going to say it's out on Leander. Coach Bradley getting an explanation.
Still playing solid defense, though.
1:15 on the clock. Wildcat basketball baseline. Parra trying to get it to Vieska. They call timeout. Lions not giving any easy inbound there.
Not giving an inch.
You know, they're really going to force the referees to make a call here.
Yes,
the Lions are, the way they're guarding those inbound players.
Wow. 1 point lead, come down to the final minute.
Real quick, don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament, March 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org and show your confidence in the Lions and get those tickets now. So it'll be Wildcat basketball. 1:15 remains on the clock. 1 point ball game. Lions on top. Parra to inbound. Watson, the loose ball grabbed by the Lions. Puckett has it. Dribbling in the backcourt, passes to Sickles, then to Colbert, dribbles into the near court, 104, over to Sickles, 102 on the clock. Under a minute. Sickles starts his dribble, passes back to Colbert. Wildcats providing the defense. Sickles with the basketball, 48 seconds. Dribbles to his right, goes in, layup off the glass, and it's good! It is good! Lions up 3. Timeout Wildcats. 34.4 seconds remaining. High five.
Incredible drive by Sickles. Incredible drive.
He had so much adrenaline. There was almost a little bit too much mustard off the glass, but it just had just enough to come back.
As my daughter likes to say, that was a toilet bowl roll in.
It did, but it went down, and the Lions now with a 3-point lead here with just seconds remaining. Wildcat basketball. They have an opportunity to to try to send this into overtime. The Lion crowd rowdy, the cheerleaders. Need a little bit of that crowd noise. The cheerleaders driving out from Leander.
Very exciting game. Our team hasn't let us down with their solid defense and their good play in the fourth quarter.
Well, we talked about it early pregame. You can always hustle on D, and the Lions have shown that tonight. Excellent job. Coach Bradley out on the court being forced back to the bench by the referee. 36 seconds left here for the Lions to try to advance. Armando Parra inbounds to Passmore. He'll dribble into the near court. They hand to Watson. Watson across court. Passmore, deep three. Off the front iron, no good. Robledo with a rebound. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line. Well, he won't go to the line. It'll be line basketball. Both teams only, that's the 6th team foul.
We know what's coming next, though. If we can inbound this, they're going to be another
That's right.
foul.
So the Lions will inbound here in the backcourt. 21 and a half seconds. Hanging on to a 3-point lead. Sickles to do the honors. Had a great game to this point. He'll get it to Robledo. And Robledo is fouled by Watson with 18.3 seconds.
This is Noah's opportunity to put this game in the books.
That is foul 7. And so he'll have a 1-for-1 opportunity here. And he can push it to a 4-point game just by knocking this first one down. Big one here. If you don't make it, you don't get that second shot. Big free throw.
Huge free throw, Robledo.
Big free throw.
Huge free throw.
From the junior. We got him another year.
Yes, he does. Trying to make a statement tonight.
Make a run. This is the start of the run right here. Knocking them both down. 5-point line lead. Martinez, three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Sickles. 10 seconds left. Sickles starts his dribble. Down to 5, 4. That's the ball game. Lions advance.
Lions win.
37-32. Final score, the Lions advance to round 2. We'll bring that to you when we get that game. I believe it's going to be next Tuesday. We play the winner of Klein versus somebody.
Eisenhower.
And they play tomorrow evening. Thank you for listening to Lion Basketball on SHN Sports. Till next time, for Martin Kano, I'm Chuck Cracy. Go Lions.
Go Lions.